The Curious Cat and the Missing Fish. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a mischievous cat named Whiskers. Whiskers was famous for her curiosity and playful nature. She loved sneaking around the village, poking her nose into every corner, and making friends with everyone. One day, Whiskers discovered a delicious smell coming from the fisherman's house. The fisherman, Mr. Finn, was known for catching the biggest fish in the village. Curious, Whiskers crept into his house and found a large, shiny fish lying on the kitchen counter. It was the biggest fish Whiskers had ever seen. Unable to resist, she tiptoed closer. Just as she was about to pounce on the fish, she heard a loud meow from behind. Startled, Whiskers turned around to see a mirror. She had scared herself by seeing her own reflection. Embarrassed but determined, she shook off the fright and returned to the fish. This time, she slowly climbed onto the counter, trying to be as quiet as possible. She nudged the fish with her paw, but the fish was so slippery that it slid off the counter and onto the floor with a loud thud. Whiskers froze. Mr. Finn was outside, but the noise could bring him back any second. Thinking quickly, she grabbed the fish with her mouth and tried to run out of the house. But the fish was too big. It kept slipping out of her grip. Just then, Mr. Finn walked back into the kitchen. Seeing Whiskers struggling with the fish, he couldn't help but laugh. "Whiskers, what are you up to this time?" he chuckled. Realizing she had been caught, Whiskers gave Mr. Finn her best innocent look, hoping he wouldn't be mad. To her surprise, Mr. Finn didn't scold her. Instead, he cut off a small piece of the fish and gave it to her as a treat. "You've earned it, little one," he said with a smile. Whiskers purred happily and ran off with her prize. From that day on, she often visited Mr. Finn's house, not just for fish, but for the company. After all, even the most mischievous cat needs a friend. And so, Whiskers' playful adventures continued, with every day bringing a new story to tell.